Why should I spend money on an accepted med school admissions consultant? It's a good question, and I'll tell you why. Because it can pay off big time, pay off financially, pay off in all kinds of other ways. And it can actually make you thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. What? You're thinking? I'll tell you how it's possible right now. There are five basic reasons to invest in an accepted med school admissions consultant. The first one, I think, is best revealed by our name. We help you improve your application, the presentation of your qualifications. And if you improve your application, your chances of acceptance go up. It's that simple. 90% of our med school clients over the last 2 years were accepted to an MD or DO program or multiple programs. That's number one. Number two, I mentioned in my intro that there's a potential return on investment, ROI. So, where is that ROI coming from? Well, it has a few sources. An accepted admissions consultant is far less expensive than the cost of rejection, and that's what you're risking. How do I come up with that number? Well, if you are rejected, you're going to reapply. You can count on roughly $150 per school in application fees between the primary and the secondary. It's not exact, that's a rough approximation. If you apply to 20 schools, you're looking at $3,000 just in application fees. If you need to retake the MCAT as part of your reapplication effort, there's the cost of the exam itself. There's also the cost of prep. Between the two, you're looking in the low three figures to the low four figures in expensive. In a no COVID world, and I sincerely hope we're heading that way, there are probably going to be travel expenses to visit schools for interviews. So reapplication can easily exceed the cost of our fees, but there's even a more expensive aspect to rejection. And that is that you're going to have an additional year or more of pre MD or pre DO earnings. And for the overwhelming majority of you, that can easily cost you in the five figures. It's because you're at the very early stage of your careers and just not making that money, much money right now. And then there's another element, and I'm going to actually read this feedback from a client because I think it shows how powerful this can be, and that is scholarships. Okay, last year, our med school clients received thousands of dollars in scholarship offers. Most of them, like this client, attributed their scholarship to the guidance of their consultant. So she wrote, and her consultant was Alicia, I wanted to share my exciting news. I will be attending the University of Washington School of Medicine. I received an email from the Dean of Admissions stating that I am awarded the in state tuition. So that's $135,000 difference in the out of state tuition. I'm feeling blessed and excited right now. I want to thank you for your support throughout my application. This was such a challenging process for me, but your patience and editing knowledge allowed me to express my passion for medicine. Best regards. So that's another financial benefit. I mean, what she got is multiples, many multiples of what she paid. Frankly, accepted could be, I can't promise you, but it could be the best investment you're ever going to make. So those are two main reasons. But there's another one. We save you time. It takes tons of time to research programs and craft great primary and secondary applications. Now, we don't eliminate your time, the time spent on applying. We can't do that. The application will still be yours. But we estimate that we save clients probably 10 hours per primary application, and some of you will only apply to one, but some of you will apply to two, and some of you will apply to three primary applications, and roughly 1 to 5 hours per secondary, depending upon the schools you're applying to, the nature of the secondary application, and of course, the way that you engage with us. So, where does that savings come from? Where does the time savings come from? Well, first of all, you're not going to spin your wheels researching or applying to schools that aren't a fit. There's also a financial benefit to that because you're not throwing out your money on applications where there's no possibility of acceptance. Two, you benefit from advice, so your essays and experience descriptions are more focused to begin with and persuasive and require you to do less rewriting and revising. Now, if you take your estimated time savings and multiply it times whatever hourly earnings you are currently getting, the time you save in financial terms actually reduces the cost of accepted services, and you can reduce your investment by that amount. Number four, the fourth benefit, the fourth reason to engage with accepted is that most clients say we reduce their stress. Applying to med school, on top of work, on top of volunteering and personal responsibilities, it's hard. It's stressful. And you're competing against very talented people and being evaluated, judged. Most clients say that working with an accepted consultant reduces their stress. And number five, which is the kind of the flip side and closely related to the reduction in stress, is a boost in confidence. In reviewing feedback from admitted clients, it struck us how many times clients said that working with a consultant really boosted their confidence. They felt the feedback was invaluable and that they were putting their best foot forward as a result of their consultant's guidance. So, what are you waiting for? There's no time to lose. Go to accept.com and explore our services to find the right one for you. However, I also have a gift to give and a favor to ask right now. I'm going to start with the favor because it's really short. Subscribe to our YouTube channel below so that you don't miss any of our informative med school admissions videos with tips on how to get in. And the free gift, get a sense of how ready you are to apply. A pillar of a successful application is applying to the right programs. Again, you don't want to spin those wheels. Take the med school admissions quiz to receive a free assessment of your competitiveness at your target programs and free tips on how to improve your competitiveness where it may fall short. Go to accepted.com/medquiz, MEDQUIZ. Take the quiz, review your results, and take advantage of the free advice you'll receive. Again, go to accepted.com/medquiz and get accepted.